Greetings, everyone. Vex Warfield here, and I'm going live. No particular reason. I'm kind of bored, so come on down, come hang out. Let's talk about stuff. Well, I just heard through the grapevine, not through anything like news or anything, just somebody said, hi Panther, that Kim Jong, North Korea, died. So, I don't know. I'm still looking for something on it. How you doing, Panther? Tommy's still playing. Hi, Robin. Good to see both of you. I don't really have too much of a point on going live right now. I'm just kind of winging it and doing whatever. Can you guys hear my radio in the back? Hey, hippies. How you doing, brother? Right. Yeah, that's basically what I heard, that he went into surgery and might have died or something. All right. Yeah, got to keep the radio turned down. Don't want no strikes or nothing because, you know, Nazis. Let's see. I forgot how to issue the link. Where's the link? Do I have to get that from YouTube? I think I have to get that from YouTube. No, I need to get it from StreamYard. Where do I get it? Oh, duh. Yeah, the trouble is with North Korea's crazy man out of the picture, that leaves quite a bit of instability, and that worries me because, as you recall, he was starting to ramp up stuff again. Granted, not as bad as what he used to be doing, but he was starting to rattle them chains some more. Huh. Thanks, Panther. I just saw that come up on Discord. All right, you follow this link, and you can come on screen with me, and we can talk and chit-chat and have a grand old time. Grand old time. Uh, China's been already there. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had him killed just so they could place somebody else in his place. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention to North Korea for quite a few weeks now, so it kind of makes me need to go back and look up some stuff. Yeah, I'd be more apt to believe South Korea. I'm surprised Kim didn't come over to the U.S. for medical treatment. Japan does. All right, people, while you're in here, go ahead and smash the thumb for shits and giggles. Mainly giggles. The AI hates it when we do that. Yeah, Corona. Hey, Corona. No, if he had Corona, then they'd announce it, and there'd be this big old sob story that goes along with it. You know, typical stuff that mainstream media does. Oh, he was such a great leader. Trump sucks, but he was great. Yeah. Yeah, plus they'd use him to boost the numbers. If you ever had a cold, you're on the list.
And since he missed the birthday celebration April 15th, marking the founding of his country, is North Korean leader Kim Jong-un near death? I'm Jay Metzler, Fox News.
I got the worst news broadcasters in history.
Heart procedure earlier this month, and since he missed the birthday celebration for his late
this dumb bitch had to start over.
Country population rampant that he is in bad shape. Though he's only 36 years old, Kim's health reportedly deteriorated in recent months due to his obesity, overwork. Kim is also a heavy smoker.
I bet they poisoned his ass.
In a tweet tonight that he's signing an executive order to suspend immigration into the U.S. because of the coronavirus outbreak, calling it the invisible killer. At his daily coronavirus briefing, the president did make a positive prediction about the economy.
Following the release of our reopening guidelines, governors across the country are looking forward to phase one and announcing plans for an economic resurgence. We're going to have a resurgence.
The White House and congressional leaders said,
yeah, he's dead set on that resurgence. I don't know if you guys can hear the radio clear enough.
Which ran out of funds last week.
This is Fox News.
Numbers, more than 778,000 Americans testing positive for COVID-19. The number of deaths in the U.S. nearing 42,000.
Yeah, I don't care about your stupid numbers. They're all lies. All right, so Fox is saying, hey, Tracy, welcome back. Yeah, Tracy was on the stream before. She came on up and she played some guitar for us. It was awesome. You guys got to watch that vid. Plus, it'll help somehow. Views, you know, stuff like that. Let's see. I'll throw this back in the chat. Whew, got 6 whole people in here. It's building. I feel like all the YouTubers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you hit those thumbs up. And that share button. Yeah, share with everybody. I was glad to have you on here. It was very cool. I like talking about music with you. It was awesome. All right, so what do we want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Floor is open and StreamYard is open. Let's get it on. Stim checks. Did you get yours? I got one. I'm going to end up doing something really sexy. I'm going to pay bills. Stimulus checks for the disabled and retired. Well, I'm not disabled or retired, so I don't know anything about that. Except for what's being tossed out in the news and stuff. Next week? It should be even sooner if you have a direct deposit. That's why I got mine so quick, because of direct deposit. Let's see. Yeah, maybe they got stacked up a bit. The amount of people getting them and all. And then just think about tax time, you know, people getting refunds, people paying in, all that stuff. It always takes forever. Now it's probably even worse. I don't know. To me, I would have rather had everybody working than getting a stim check. You know what I mean? If the economy was chugging along, we wouldn't need it. We didn't have much of a storm where I'm at. It was just a little rainy and stuff. Well, guys, this gets much more fun if somebody joins me. That way, you know, conversation and such. Not as much lag. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got bunches of tornadoes that usually come through my area. Don't have one now, as far as I know. My weather alert thing hasn't gone off. So, I guess I'm alright. So, that means that you You had to take your phone to the basement. Hope you do some prepping. What's up, Eric? You live in Class A? Wait, is MS Mississippi? What am I missing? What is that? What is that? I'm drawing a blank. Right on, hippies. Yeah, Mississippi, okay. All right. How about Panther or Robin? You guys want to jump in here? Eric? Gulf of Mexico. Gotcha. Well, let's see. So, how many in here do at least a little bit of prepping? Like extra food, extra water. If you need medical supplies, you have extra of that, that type of thing. I know hippies is gold. All right, Tracy, take it easy. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. So I'm going to take this as nobody else does any prepping. You should really prep. How long can you last with the supplies you have in your home right now? Oh, actually, I'm an advocate of hoarding. I mean, if it's precious supplies, then no. But if it's just, prepping gear like extra water, extra food, extra medical supplies, that's not hoarding. And not cheap. Water she stuff. 3 weeks, nice. That's pretty decent. If I were you, I'd work on doubling that, but 3 weeks is good. You adapted it. Yeah, it does become a part of what you do. Especially in your situation. If I had the land, a little bit around me like what you got, I'd be gold. because I'd already have a garden started with food prepping and all that good stuff. Yeah, the better off prepared you are, the better off you can help others. That was the whole reasoning for me taking medical type classes, or medical class, EMT classes. Yeah, I wanted to know, if I broke my leg, can I fix it? Yes, I can. Yeah, I know. Everybody freaked out all at once and on the wrong things. I mean, why toilet paper and stuff like that first? I mean, did you not have toilet paper first already? I have toilet paper. I mean, what the hell? That just mystified me. I'm watching people go crazy and I'm just going, why? Do you only buy a roll a month or a roll a day or something? You only buy as you use it? Like, I don't understand. Exactly, hippies. Yeah, it's the people who think like hippies and well, generally like me, you know, we're gonna have to take the responsibility of teaching other people how to survive without. And unfortunately, I do think that's coming, especially if they don't get everybody the fuck back to work. None of this makes any reasonable sense. Right on. You do what you got to do, and that's survival. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with people who are totally unprepared and will knife you because, hell, not even because of anything except you looked at them sideways or some shit. And that's unfortunately, but that's the mentality of a lot of people that are running around right now. And we have to keep our eye, you know, up front as up front as well as behind us. Keep your head on a swivel, so to speak. Yeah. So right now I could probably survive for about 6 months with what I got. And quite frankly, I could probably make it last even longer because, you know, I got guns and ammo. To put it in an ancient 80s turn of phrase, I pity the fool. Wonder if anybody recognizes that. Hey, I'm all for helping people, but some people don't want your help. As a matter of fact, they want to hurt you and take your shit. For how many people? I could 2 people for 6 months, and if need be, I could probably stretch it out to probably 8 with 2 people. And plus, I wouldn't mind going hunting and stuff like that to supplement the food supply. And it's all portable stuff. Yeah. Mr. T. I pity the fool. The one thing that I would have to actually go and get would be water, because I know I'd run out of water before then because I don't have that much stockpiled. But I do have water filters. so I can basically clean it as I go. And basically the whole route of me bugging out of my place is along, well, basically rivers, so I'll be able to use river water and clean it as I go, so I won't have to carry a whole bunch of heavy water. Yeah, I'll basically stick out here until most of my supplies run down, and then I'll go ahead and move on out. By that time, I should have other things in the mix. Did my mic just stop? Oh, I'm on a different page. Damn it. No wonder. All right. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if anybody else is running live streams or anything right now. Because I figured Ricky would show up over here. Hey, it shows me. Yay. Sorry, I'm new at this. Yeah, I'm getting so sick of all the news being nothing but coronavirus. The China flu. Yeah, if you got any type of land around you that you might be able to fortify, it might be best to go ahead and basically bug in. But I live in a city, so a small city, so I'll be going. Just depends on whether or not I have, I'm able to use my vehicle or not. That's the big if. If it gets to the point where society starts breaking down and money don't mean nothing anymore, and people are pissed off because they can't get their money out of the banks, that type of stuff, then yeah, I'll be heading out as soon as possible, as long as my vehicle holds out. And I hope it will, because it'd be hard to carry all the gear I want to take. But I could do it. Preparing for the worst has become a preoccupation for me, more or less. And I don't think it's a bad preoccupation. Because for one thing, I figure the better prepared I am, the better off I am to help others. And that's the less killing I'll have to do. I really don't like that aspect of it. I don't. I never had a want to kill anyone. Damn it, I got to the point where I could talk myself out of any situation. I don't want to have to pull a gun. But if I pull it, it's on. Yeah, come on, why don't you guys get up here so I'm just not blabbering. Do it. Come on, I know you girls can talk. I've heard you. And you don't have to go on here. When you go through StreamYard, that link, it'll ask for permission and all that stuff to use your stuff. But you click on it, and exactly, hippies, exactly. But you click on it, and you have the option of not using a cam if you don't want to, or if you want to put up your camera, that's fine. You can come in here with voice only, basically how I'm doing it right now. And you can throw up an icon even. Those are fun. Yeah. The only thing, when you come in, you have to make sure that you go into the cam mic settings. It's a little cog, and and make sure your mic's on the right mic and your cam's on the right cam if you're putting up your cam. And then you enter, and it'll show a thing on my end, and I will put you on screen. And everyone will be able to hear us. No stage fright. If I can do it, you can do it. What? Everybody's just not too talkative? Is that what's going on? Everybody paying attention to other things? That's all right. I understand. Yeah, I got you. Ah, there's Ricky. Ricky will jump up on here and chew the fat. Come on. You want to jump in here, Ricky? What do you think, man? Come on. Come on. Oh, man, I'm dying up here. He had to get up early. So he went to work early and all that stuff and come home and took a nap. I don't hate him for it. Especially after the streaming last night. Let's see. I know. Oh, we have a taker.
Yes,
Ricky.
yes.
Welcome. Welcome to the Quickening.
Let me get that. Let me find my microphone.
Put in my headphones.
Yeah, just a little late there this morning. I was going to quit it too. I even told Bex, I got to shut it down because I got to go to work early. And
yeah.
I swear it was 4 o'clock.
Wasn't my fault.
It was a blast.
Yeah, it was actually a really good show last night up until I guess everybody started catching up on being sauced.
Oh, that was a hoot.
And then it kind of went off the rails a little bit. But
yeah,
before that, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that one up into segments. So which Robin L is this? I see 3 Robin L's.
3 Robin L's?
When I searched her name.
Oh, it's the one with it's her picture. So let's see, she's a blonde. I don't see the picture, it's all small.
Let me see here. Let me go back.
Yeah, she hangs out with Panther and me. We hang in Tommy Gunn's chat and
right
when he's playing video games and all that stuff. Big gaming.
And let's see. Okay, that's not it. I'll find it. And also,
I have her on my list in YouTube if you want to. I don't know if you can check out in or something like that after a surgery. You might be dying.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that really isn't good for him.
Yeah, I know. Talk about destabilization.
Right.
And if China is able to put a bigger pawn in place,
Right.
yeah, it's going to be good. I say that sarcastically, of course.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
How's this mic sound?
Hold on. I had a big old sneeze coming.
Right on.
I mean, big. Sounds good.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
yeah, I got the cam mic again. We're using it. Evidently, my other mic, just the cords weren't wanting to work anymore.
Oh man. Yeah,
I had to get a new cord.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
I almost went live from work, but I'd have probably got canned
Yeah, don't do that.
because it's a secure location.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
I was just gonna. They would have probably wondered who the hell I was talking to. Who the hell's he talking to now? He's talking to himself. Oh my god!
Just go to my fans on YouTube.
Right. Now I pulled out my phone and it was, all connected and everything. And I thought, well, shoot, all I have to do is push this button right here. And I looked around the room and I thought, no, I better not. Yeah, I did not want to wake up. God. Whew. Jeez.
I know that feeling.
It's all good.
Hell, it seems like ever since this quarantine started, man, I haven't got shit for sleep. Too much time sitting around.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah, we were talking about, I was preaching about survival and prepping and stuff like that. So that's what some of the comments are geared towards.
Oh, okay. What's up, Eric? Yeah, wake up at 4:20.
Yeah.
It was 4:20, believe it or not, when I went to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
5:20 your time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it must have been, but yeah, I was already crawling up with my quilt.
Yeah, who was it? My neighbor. He said it was 4:20, and I think his clock was wrong.
What do you think Chase is going to be screaming about tonight?
Probably top news. Kim Jong-un. Let's see, what else?
I don't think it'll be Kim Jong-un yet, unless he just mentions it, because it's relatively new.
Right.
Because he always prepares his show ahead of time, so yeah, that wouldn't have been in the news yet. In honor of 420, here I go.
Too early for me, brother.
Shit, this is noon for me.
Yeah, I gotta go put a load of laundry in real quick in the dryer. Grab another bottled water.
Right on. I shall be here throwing words out of my mouth.
Alrighty then.
I'm still getting the hang of this, trying to keep a steady entertainment, talking going. Usually it's just me going blah 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 blah.
Shift water purification.
Yep.
What is that? Let's see what I come up with here.
Anyone know how to make makeshift water purification tech? Oh, you're talking about basically making filter on the run. Yeah. Stuff like charcoal, gravel, grass. I didn't say that, blah, blah, blah. No, I said blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
I was,
blah, 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 blah.
Shut up, Eric. He's just fucking with me. So whenever Ray's not here, Eric fucks with me. Awesome.
Well, Eric, if you don't have an on the go water for purification something, you better work on that.
He knows that I have it, and he's my roommate. So yeah.
Oh shit, he's covered.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to teach him how to make one.
Yeah, you can use sand filters and all kinds of things to get the impurities out, but the thing that you're going to have to worry about is bacteria, stuff like that, and that's where you're going to have drop a tab.
Yeah, I got some of those too. Hey Nate, how's it going, brother?
There's Nate. What's up, Nate?
Yes,
hey, Nate.
I know Nate. Nate, you'll mess with me too.
Last night, you said it was 4:20. I think your clock's off, buddy. Because it was only 3:20. Because when I went to bed, it was 4:20, and I had to get up and start over.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about making filters, Eric, is that you can make a filter on the run, on the go, and basically use almost any water source.
Yeah, but you better know what you're doing because there's all kinds of stuff in the water.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially around Nate's house.
Yeah, Nate just made that point. It was 4:20 at Vex's time.
Ah, okay, I get it. Because I didn't have a clock in front of me.
Yeah, I got 3. I don't know why, but I always have clocks everywhere.
Well, hi, little buddy. One of my little kittens just crawled up. I mean, it's an adventure for him because he's only about 3 inches tall, 4 inches tall. Anyway, just crawled up on my chair. Barked at me.
He says, fuck time.
That's true.
Well, it is a construct. It is a construct of humans.
Okay.
That's your own tell, buddy. Yeah, the only time I have to worry about time is when I'm scheduled to do something. Staying up till 4:20, 6 o'clock comes real early, gentlemen.
You must control your stream.
Oh my God.
And not like a dictator.
No. That all depends.
Right. There's times for it.
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy's going live for round 2. Interesting. Evidently, Tommy's going back on Twitch. Did he rage out? Anyone? I jumped out of the Twitch stream so I could do this.
Yeah, I used to watch him, but I can't. I can't sit and watch somebody else play video games.
Yeah, I actually like watching people play video games. It's kind of relaxing.
Yeah. I gotta have controller in hand.
Oh, he took a break. Yeah, Tommy likes his breaks, especially when he gets mad at the gas. He's been playing that Warzone, and it's a battle royale where basically you're encircled by gas, and it directs you towards the middle of the map or whatever, so that everybody has to fight each other off, type of thing.
Right.
And if you get caught in the gas, it hurts you and will kill you. He gets trapped in the gas a few times. Hippies. Take it easy, dude. He said he almost rolled his ankle.
Oh, no. No, no, no. That ain't good.
Good night, Robin. Good night, Panther. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Smash that buttons. All of them.
Good to meet you, Panther, Robin.
Yeah, they practically live in Tommy's stream, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're always there.
Too funny. Yeah, I used to get his notifications on YouTube, but I guess he hadn't been doing it very much lately.
No, he's basically, for the most part, always on Twitch now. He's quit dealing with YouTube because he's gotten pissed off at him and shit, which I don't blame him.
Right.
But yeah, his little chat group that always hangs out in there is pretty cool. I like hanging with him.
Right on.
And also been dropping our knowledge in that chat group too. A lot of them are wise. A lot of them are not, but it's all right.
Yeah, I miss playing Uncharted 3. Then they turned it off. Went to Uncharted 4 on PS4, and it's like, great. I ain't doing it. I ain't buying into it. And then from what I hear, it's not a third of it as good.
I don't. I actually watch people play video games more than I play video games. Just because for most games, they piss me off and I want to smash the controller type of situation. So it's easier if I just watch others.
Right.
I forced myself in playing Call of Duty to calm myself down and just work on the character, build up the levels, do that stuff.
Yeah.
So I went and practiced a whole hell of a lot with headshots.
Right. We actually had a real good team on Uncharted. We all worked together, and shoot, we'd lead the other team into traps and all kinds of stuff. They'd scream and yell.
Fun shit.
Yeah, they'd scream and yell. That's cheating, man. Not if you're dumb enough to fall into the trap.
We're not playing that way. Well, you should be.
Don't do it.
Right. Then they rage quit.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Shadow.
See, I think it's funny when that shit happens. I like watching people play video games, like I said. And there's this dude, Wildcat. He's pretty damn popular. He does the rage thing, but he's usually telling people they play like dog shit and stuff like that. It's
Right.
funny the way he does it. He's really fucking good, and usually he doesn't talk shit. All right, Panther, I got the warning. She just sent me a note on Discord saying, I can still hear you, so don't say nothing bad.
Shadow. Oh my god.
So, yeah. So Panther's lurking. That's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, it's funny watching people play video games and fucking go off on the people who think they're badasses.
Oh yeah. That's half half the fun.
Yeah. All right. Give us something to talk about, chat. Throw some shit in there. Come on, think of something.
Yeah, I rolled my ankle. There's this one guy who's drunk and trying to get out in the middle of the highway, and I had to tackle him to save his life. And when I did, I rolled my ankle, and it. Oh my god! It was actually busted. It took a little while.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't completely do it, but it got twisted pretty good. The front of my foot went down, and I more or less stood on the top of my foot.
oh shoot!
Yeah, yeah, that was painful. Nothing broke though.
Yeah, Nate. That it's amazing that the prices are going down, but there's no there's no need for fuel if nobody can go outside. And that's why the numbers are going down.
Yeah, negative numbers. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll be happy when gas goes down to $1.
Yeah, I may fill one of my rain barrels.
Shit. I'll buy another vehicle just to put gas in it.
Right. Yeah,
Buy me a tanker.
I got 4,000 gallon barrel that I haven't filled up with water yet. Just call a truck, come fill this thing up.
That's weird, hippies, because usually when people do good things happen. That's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, that
It's like
didn't
you're being
sound right.
punished for doing good.
What good deed did you do there, hippie? I wasn't able to watch everybody stream today. I saw Brandon.
Yeah.
And those cops, those security guards, gonna glove up, man. Tyrants. We're gonna have to beat somebody. Put on your gloves.
Yeah. I'm afraid there's going to be quite a few cops that get their ass beat. Along with citizens.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. If it goes any longer like this, it's gonna get a little weird.
Well, especially in the cities.
Yeah.
Not as much on the outside, though. See, to me, that should be one of the main focuses. I mean, all this stuff keeps happening in cities. Yet, they act like it's happening everywhere. And nope.
No, it's quiet here. Everything's pretty much normal.
Right.
Grocery
Except
stores
for-
are normal.
Yeah. The closer you get to cities, the less normal it is.
Yeah.
Cities are like the internet. The internet's a horrible place.
I got one cat just trying to get in trouble. Shadow, I will put you outside, buddy.
Yep.
If you don't chill out, I'm going to put you outside. He's trying to scrap with somebody.
You're gonna need a spray bottle.
Yeah. He's the alpha male. He's the oldest of all the males, so
Yeah, exuding dominance.
yeah. He's over here sitting next to me chilling out like, okay, I'll chill out. He knows me well.
He just thinking of how we can get things started.
Yep. Trying to get something started. Let's see. Got stuck. Another truck got stuck trying to get him out. I got stuck trying to help them and had to get pulled out. Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow.
Down the road. He's having a hard time. Bought him 2 packs of smokes. Right on. And the dude stole your bike? Oh my God.
Holy crap.
That's wrong.
Now, I thought my luck was weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. So much for helping people. We avoid people like the plague. Oh, hey. Something about that going on.
What, the plague?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part, hippies, man. I believe you're telling the truth.
That's really screwed up.
Panther just sent another message saying, I'm going to Tommy's chat now. You have my permission to talk shit now.
Well, okay.
I don't really have anything to talk shit on them with, so... Yeah. They seem like pretty nice people. I'm surprised Panther didn't get on mic with me and start bullshitting. She did over in Discord when I got on mic.
Right on. Panther's a she?
Yeah. She's from New York.
New York.
Don't exactly know where Robin's from.
Yeah, I was watching this thing on all the underground tunnels and bases. And all the wars that are going on under there.
Oh. Are you talking about the deep stuff?
Yeah. Yep.
As in all the stuff they've been digging out underneath cities and shit like that so that they can withstand stuff?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. I started researching that a long time ago because they were drilling a tunnel right under me up here in the mountains. I mean, you could hear it. It sounded like a rock crusher. And we have a rock crusher up in the valley. And it was midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. We were hearing this humming rock crusher sound. So I listening for it, and I said, no, it's not up in the valley. So I got in my truck and drove around thinking I was going to find the sound. The further I got away from my house, the less I could hear it. So the only thing I could figure is it was underground.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's one of the things that one of the YouTube channels I was following. I'm still following. Secure Team 10.
Oh yeah.
He reports on underground shaking or stuff like that, but he never puts
Tyler.
2 and 2 together. Yeah, Tyler. And something recently has made it so he doesn't post very often anymore.
Yeah, we're not sure. We're speculating, but I think he got in trouble. Not with
Yeah, but
YouTube
in
or
what?
anything, but maybe
Yeah,
corporate
well,
something
that's what I
something.
was saying. That's what I was wondering is how did he get in trouble?
Right.
Yeah, was it something he was reporting on? If so, I want to know what it is.
Yeah. He didn't pull any videos.
Sugar, we're gonna get it.
All right, you're going outside. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I just found it odd that he even the stuff that he did when he came back, it seemed subdued and kind of cowed, and it wasn't the same dude. Somebody fucking put him through the ringer. I think somebody like threatened him. That or maybe somebody in his family did die. So there's always that. I don't know. It just seemed weird. He changed, and yeah, he was doing a bunch of reporting on some stuff that I personally thought was fluff, and then he'd come back and do even more. And I'm just like, man, he was actually digging there for a while. I want to know. Yeah, actually, no, I wasn't thinking of the alien point of view, or no, I wasn't thinking about the aliens. I was thinking about the stuff that he was uncovering that was basically like, well, a lot of it was the booms. Like people in rural towns and shit like that would feel or hear a great big boom, and the ground would shake and stuff like that. Almost like, basically, it was described. It sounded to me like they were using dynamite underground to clear caves and shit like that, like anybody doing mining would. Excuse me, but yeah, he always talked about the booms. Yeah, and he was starting to actually show it on the map. He'd put a map of the United States and show all the different reportings and stuff like that. And it was basically right after that when he kind of went silent. So that's what I'm wondering if that had something to do with it, because they just don't want somebody reporting on that stuff, which would make sense to a point, because I mean, if they're preparing doomsday bunkers for their cronies, they wouldn't want everybody to know where they're at. But unfortunately for them, they're blowing shit up underground. Yeah, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Florida, Colorado, California. It's pretty much dotted all over the United States. And that's what I found interesting, because a lot of it was either around a city or on the outskirts of cities, usually in areas that had lots of land. Maybe, well, in Missouri's instance, it was happening in the southern part of our state. That's mainly woods and national forests, stuff like that. And that's kind of what they're doing in other places, because it was mainly small towns, in between towns, from one town to another. They might have a town in between, that type of thing. Just seemed really odd that would be something I mean, they can't keep it hidden because they're blowing shit up. I don't know. It confuses me and just makes me want to know more about it. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I was rambling again.
Oh God. Well, at least you weren't playing your guitar.
No, I did that earlier.
I noticed. Sounded good, actually. You and Tracy.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Boom, 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 under my room. Well, okay, so this thing with the tunnel underneath us. We're 15 miles as the crow flies from Dulce, New Mexico.
Mm.
And every once in a while you can feel the vibration and tell that some type of shuttle is going by.
Yeah.
Underneath.
I was just telling everybody in chat that it's happened all over the United States, and usually it's on or around cities.
Yep.
Sometimes it's out in the middle of nowhere, like here in Missouri. But they also have quite a few mansions being built down in the Ozarks area. Especially in the past 4 years.
Right. And I'm sure they're connected,
See what the really is.
A friend of mine, or not really a friend, a guy I know, he used to work on the elevator system, not at the Pentagon, some other base, where the elevator dropped down into underground. And he wouldn't elaborate. He said, well, I can't talk about it. And I said, well, then I'm calling bullshit. And he said, you can call bullshit all you want. That's about all the information I can give you.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a legit response.
It's over in Las Vegas.
What's that?
It's over in Las Vegas. Where it does that.
What?
It's over in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
where it
there's
drops
one in Las
down.
Vegas in one of the motels that doesn't have any, they got more parking than they need. And apparently that parking lot's always full, but the motel's not full.
Well, there's a tunnel
read
down there
what
that
Nate
takes it in a
put in
train.
there.
Don't you remember?
Oh my God. Record that, dude. I knew there was something strange about
Record
Nate.
what?
All his zombie neighbors.
I love a good story.
Yeah, used to. We'd all go out shooting our guns about 8 or 9 o'clock. Years back.
Nate's trying to convince me what he just said is true.
He said he's going to record it.
Do it.
Do it, man. Do it.
I bet you it's just a bunch of coyotes running around.
Oh, he's probably got weird ass neighbors. I know I do. There you go, Eric. We had a guy doing donuts here, just not too long ago in a little white Jeep. And on gravel roads, and he flipped it. So first responders were on their way, and by the time they got there, they had turned it back up on its wheels, and he drove off.
I was involved with a wreck in a truck, a little Dodge Dakota, where we came around. The driver was came around this turn. He was going a little bit too wide, and his ass end slipped off the edge of the pavement.
Oh shit!
And then went forward and caught the pavement again and launched him on the other side, and the truck flipped over. And yeah, we weren't hurt. We were all right. So some dude pulled over and basically helped us push the truck back over and start it up. Everything looked like it was in working order still. It was just banged up body and everything.
Right.
So we're like, okay, fine, let's do this. And we took off. Got up to this one part where you go up a hill and it curves to the left. And on the right side of that hill is a drop off with about, 20-foot tall cedar trees, stuff like that.
Right.
Well, turns out the brakes, something wrong with them. We went right off that edge and took out, what was it, 6 cedar trees, and
shit.
landed on the front end, which landed on the top. And yeah, I was very uncomfortable. Some people do stupid things.
You've seen the tank on my truck, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull a picture up for everybody else. Oh, didn't want to do that. Anyway, I was coming back with a load of water. Let's see if I got a picture of it. Coming back with a load of water, and that tank shifted on a turn. And I tell you what, I was in that turn on 2 wheels. Fortunately, there was nobody in the other lane coming my way, or I'd have had to turn it in the ditch.
Ooh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, hippies. Cedar trees are strong. That's true. We took those out. We were going fast enough to where we took those trees out, basically almost like we took an axe to it. It was from the edge of the road. It was like almost even. I mean, of course they were jagged and stuff, but yeah, it was weird because the bottom of the trees were still there, but the tops of the trees were gone. I was like, how fucking fast were you going, dude?
Right. I don't think I got a picture here. Anyway, it's 525-gallon tank on the truck.
Yeah. That's some mass.
Yeah. And it only slid like 8 inches. But it just happened
enough.
to do it, yeah, in a turn. And when it hit the edge of the bed, man, uh-oh. Yeah, I went home, picked seed out of my ass.
Yeah. Let's not talk about car wrecks.
Let's see, car wrecks.
No, let's not talk about car wrecks. Let's see. Wish there was like a random site I could click on just to put up a random news thing. I know. Drudge.
You should check out Steve Quell.
Yeah, I've listened to his stuff.
He on his website he updates stuff regularly.
All right, this says here, Kim recently missed the celebration of his grandfather's birthday on April 15th, which raised speculations about his well-being. He had been seen 4 days before at a government meeting. Another U.S. official told CNN Monday, because they got the inside scoop.
Right.
Monday, that concerns about Kim's health are credible, but the severity is hard to assess. Daily North Korea, an online newspaper based in South Korea that focuses on North Korea, reports that Kim reportedly received a cardiovascular system procedure on April 12th. Kim received the cardiovascular system procedure because of excessive smoking, obesity, and overwork, according to the news site, and is now receiving treatment in a villa in Hanglala County, which following his procedure. So they're saying excessive smoking, obesity, and overwork. So basically, you know what that screams to me? Poison.
Yeah, probably.
That's all I heard through that whole part right there. All right. After assessing that Kim's condition had improved, most of the medical team treating him returned to Plong on April 19th, and only part of them remained to oversee his recovery situation, according to the news on CNN. It's unable to independently confirm the report. I bet you they can. The National Security Council and Office of Director of National Intelligence declined to comment. All right. Declined comment when reached by CNN on Monday. CNN also reached out to the CIA and the State Department for comment and sought comment from South Korea. So basically, they've been sticking their hands everywhere to try and get the scoop. CNN got it, obviously.
Yeah, be careful of Drudge Report, because you do know that Drudge sold that, right?
I don't remember when.
Yeah, he sold it, and the people that own it are not the good guys.
Well, none of them are the good guys. We don't get any news anymore. Every bit of it's propaganda. We have to sift through it to figure out what's real. And that's basically what I'm doing now. Like I said, that whole paragraph sounded like poison.
Yeah, this
I'd have to do some research to figure out which poison.
Manny, what do you want now? Keep going. Keep going. Manny Bone.
That was linked up at the top. And it's from CNN.
See, told you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I said it was CNN when I started reading it.
Yes, I know.
All right, this looks... Anger mounts for corporation taps small business relief funds. Great. Piss some more people off.
Uh-huh. What are you doing, big old dog?
They're going to start putting all kinds of shit about people coughing in public and shit like that. Coughing Brazilian president, blah, blah, whatever his name is, blasted over anti-lockdown rally. And it shows him covering up his face and coughing.
Oh, jeez.
Anti-lockdown rally. See how they put that together? That's just fucking great.
Yeah.
And by this time, I'm sure my governor knows exactly who I am. I've been bitching him out every day.
It's good. At least somebody is.
But, yeah.
Well, it looks like Colorado's going to be one of the first ones to open up.
You think?
Go back to normal. Yeah. I mean, we're so mountainous and rural. The only real big cities are Denver, Colorado Springs, and Boulder.
I thought it was going to be Texas.
Well, that's one of them too, I think. They showed a map. What's up, Tyler?
Tyler? Hey, what's up, Tyler? Welcome to my stream. You just missed me reading the Drudge Report. It was great fun.
Yeah,
Come on, baby.
there's a video on your screen. Anyway,
Oh, I was on a different page. There we go.
this lady was drunk. She's known around town for being drunk all the time. And she was driving along with her granddaughter in the truck. That's the white truck that you see there. And she flat ran this stop sign and T-boned these guys. They're
Oh,
pretty
shit.
screwed up.
Let's see. Do I click to change the screen first or put it up on screen and then change it?
Just click on it and it'll come up. There it
Okay.
is.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was interesting.
Is this playing with sound or?
Nah. The only
Okay.
sound is trucks running. This guy with the camera. They all kind of freak out. But they know me. That's
Tyler typed in there. Quit coughing in the mic, Ricky. You get us all sick.
right.
Right as I was reading that, I coughed.
Right.
Is that water or something?
Yeah, it is. Water good.
Good Lord.
A lot of bottled water. Anyway, they had to cut these guys out.
Were they dead?
No.
Oh.
No. Minor injuries.
Oh, it just flipped over. I see.
Yeah.
At
Look
first,
at the
I
bed.
thought it tumbled. At first,
Right
I thought
here.
it tumbled.
These are some of the people I work with, by the way. Yeah, it was interesting. I got other accidents that I won't show that I've been to. Look, somebody lost their phone service. I wonder why. They moved this. This is a transformer vault. They knocked it all screwed up. Anyway. Yeah, they always tell me I'll take pictures like this. I'll show up on scene, just start taking pictures, and they don't care. It doesn't bother them none. No sweat off their back. And I've been to a couple where they said, "Man, whatever you do, don't share those." Oh, I won't.
Yeah. All right. This isn't working. All right. Fine.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
I was trying to find something, but it wasn't working out too well, and I was just getting frustrated. So,
See how
fuck
it
it.
is. I see how it is.
Wait, I was watching that too.
were you?
Yeah, it was just a sliver of a page. Trying to find something.
Let me see. This one might be a little interesting. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. This just a normal day, and then all of a sudden, is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. As soon as I turn left here a little bit, you can see they were just spraying us like freaking cockroaches.
Yep. See, there's more in Colorado than there are in Missouri. You know
Well,
why?
Because it's on its way to your house, man.
Yep. Jet stream.
Right. They spray here and then it goes to your house. And look at that shit. Amazing.
Ah, beautiful fluffy clouds of death.
Mm-hmm.
See, man, I'm gonna start shooting at motherfucking planes.
Don't do it.
I'm defending myself.
Yeah, you can't EMP them and you can't shoot them down. Shooting them down is covered under the FAA and EMP them is covered under FCC.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right, you won't be able to stream from prison.
Oh, hell. I'll just try and get locked up in a Democratic area. I'll just get let out. Nate says you won't be able to stream from prison.
Right. That's it.
I don't know. Maybe if we can get monetized, the warden might go for it.
Yeah, hell, he might help.
Yeah. As long as I have him as a guest every once in a while.
Let's see. Let me pause this so nobody knows where my house is. Dink.
This coming from the guy who posted his phone number in a chat room.
Right. Yeah, but you know, the question would be is if you look up that phone number, is it really my house or is that phone number set up to dial me? Excuse me. Call forwarding. What we got here?
I imagine your dad did lose his shit.
What's that?
I was reading Tyler's chat.
All right, let me pop that down. And get rid of that. I got one just for Tyler if you're interested.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to find it. It's one of thousands. If my computer... I should have rebooted this thing when I got home.
Yeah, you say that a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just start rebooting your computer first.
Yes.
See, I always run my programs when I first start them up and when I turn them off, right before I turn them off. And if, something happens while I'm on it, then I'll go ahead and run something. But usually nothing happens while I'm on it. I'm lucky that way.
Yeah, I just unplug it. Hit the power strip.
Wonder if YouTube would get mad at me if I played like a wrestling match or something.
Probably so. It got me in trouble.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I've been flagged a couple of times. Nothing serious yet, but you know how that goes.
I could play this one guy's video. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. He's not monetized. At survival
Panther,
prepping.
Yeah. Blue-eyed Panther. That's who you're talking about.
Yeah, Panther.
Yeah, she subscribed. Did.
Subscribe I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says that I got new subscribers too, but I can't find them.
Should pop up on your notifications.
Yeah, it's still the same list I had. I take that back. I think I got one that showed that was new. And, yeah. It says I got them, but I don't see them. I'll just, take its word for it, I guess. Maybe it'll show up in a day or so. Maybe tomorrow.
Yep, that's possible. I'm sure their servers are clogged.
All right, Chase has his reminder thing up. Good news. So that means he's definitely going live. Let's see, in 35 minutes. Yeah. Counting backwards is hard.
Man, I came home and I ate and crashed and burned.
Welcome back, hippies.
I think that's funnier than hell. Yeah, I fed this guy down the street, man, just trying to help him out, and he stole my bike. Okay.
I'm guessing it was at 2 different occasions. He helped somebody out and then later on stole his bike. I'm assuming it went that way.
Yeah.
Because stealing your bike right after you help somebody would be very poor taste and would warrant a knuckle sandwich at least.
Well, I would surely, if it's a small community, everybody be knowing about it.
Yeah, everybody know about it because I beat the snot out of them.
Yeah, that doesn't work because then you wind up in jail.
Yeah, but not if he pulled a knife on me.
Well, there you go.
That's why I always carry an extra knife.
Yeah, someone pulls a knife on me, they're gonna have a bad day. And then I'll have to reload my gun.
Yeah.
Have to polish a bunch of bullets. Damn it, man. Why'd you do that? Now I have to polish bullets. Oh.
Yep.
This is uneventful. Let's see here.
You were getting picked on by Canadians, Tyler? Is that what that says?
don't see it.
He says, I got in a Canadian stream last night, and it was bizarre. I couldn't understand their lingo. They were all slick talking shit to me, but I didn't know it until later on. I was like, fuck y'all. And it's pretty messed up getting bullied by Canadians.
Why don't I see that? That's weird.
Can't see that?
It's not in the chat.
It's in the YouTube chat. I can see it. And it's in the StreamYard chat.
Let me check StreamYard. Huh. That's weird.
Do you have live chat on?
Yeah. And the regular other chat. YouTube chat.
How's that?
And there you have it. So what kind of shit were they talking to you there, Tyler?
That crazy Canadian lingo. They talked about beer and said "eh" a lot.
Hey.
Talked about Mounties and snow and hockey. More beer. Lots of beer. Eh?
I don't think I hit audio on this.
Uh-oh. All right. Can you see that one now?
No.
Really?
Let me refresh this.
You got them blocked?
Nope.
Yeah, Canadians are actually can be even meaner just because, you know how the SJW types are. Lots of SJW types up in Canada. In Canada. And all them SJW types are assholes.
Oh yeah, they're so screwed up there. One of our DJs, he's since passed away, but he was in Canada.
Canada. Yeah, I used to hang out in a Yahoo chat, Missouri chat, and there's this dude from Canada who'd come in there all the time, and I used to give him shit all the time. I never pronounced Canada the way it was supposed to. I always said Canada. That drove him crazy. Plus, it was around the era where South Park was doing their Canadian shit. Blame Canada and all that. So, yeah, I was just railing on them. It was fun.
Yeah, all of a sudden he didn't show up for work, so the wife got a hold of his sister, and his sister says, well, I got bad news for you. And it was bad news. He had a massive heart attack and died.
All right, thank you.
It's kind of weird. Now I'm getting the chat. Much better.
Oh, it's delayed then.
Yeah. I refreshed. It's working now.
Oh, so it might have stalled on you.
Huh, wow. That's the guy that went and killed 13 people here in Nova Scotia.
16 people.
16 people. More died,
16.
I guess.
I wonder how long I can make this banner.
Alright, maybe I'm silver. Jeez.
As long as it's scrolling, as long as you want. It'll stop you.
And I'll just put that in there for now. See what happens. Alright, so, okay, I make one, and then I put it up. Oh.
Too easy.
Okay, enough cheese. I'm just playing with it now.
I'm just scrolling through here. If I'm not talking, it means I'm looking.
Yeah, I was reading chat. Don't mean to have dead airspace, folks. I'm sorry, I was reading chat. They got a discussion going on. They should come in here and discuss it.
Sure make it easier on us.
Yeah. Making me read and shit. What's up with that?
Yeah, I follow a lot of stringers. So I get all the stringer news from LA and Houston and Chicago before it hits the news.
Right. Do you have something down here for the screen?
No.
No.
Not yet. I was looking though.
Alright. I think I'm going to throw something up.
Pastor Sam has a new one I haven't watched.
How do you get it to only show the picture and not the
Go
side
full
stuff?
screen. Yeah, go full screen
Oh.
with your that square on bottom right corner of the picture.
Right. Alright. And then... Alright. Mute out.
No audio.
Ah, crap.
You forgot to click the audio.
I
Yeah.
forgot to click the audio.
Damn rookies.
We all got to start somewhere. Alright, where is that at? That is right there. And then right there. And there.
Can be difficult this time of year as we transition into spring, but don't want to talk about the weather in this video. I want to talk about the time China really shit the bed. Okay, so China's losing the trade war, right? Trump is hitting them with billions and billions of dollars in tariffs. They're losing market share. They're having to agree to trade deals that completely reversed their geopolitical, economic, strategic advantage that they had spent the last 50 years building, simply because most politicians are easy to buy off, and you get their trade representative to sign off on these trade deals, and as long as the big fish make out like bandits, they don't care how it affects the little people. Trump comes along and says, you know what? We've been getting screwed by China. I think it's time for that to stop. So China is losing this trade war. Their economy is already on the brink of crashing. 75% of their swine herd, all of the pigs were killed off by African swine flu. Food shortages are coming in China. They got protests in Hong Kong, which are starting to spread to the rest of the country. They got Taiwan still giving them the middle finger, telling them that they can go pound sand. Things weren't looking good in old China world. So, oops, some guy spills a vial of virus in a lab in Wuhan, tracks that shit outside. Next thing you know, the entire world is in an economic collapse slash lockdown slash calamity slash food shortages. So China pulls an old chess move where they sacrifice their queen in order to win the game. Or so they thought. Until China made a very serious strategic blunder. I'm going to tell you what that is. When China crossed the Rubicon and completely shit the bed. All right. China, the authoritarian communist state dictatorship that it is, had a lot of fans around the world in the left. People here in the United States, people in other countries. Basically, leftists never met a communist they didn't like. And they want to do socialism light, which leads to socialism hardcore. And a socialist is just a communist without a gun for now. So, as the world is leaning more and more to becoming a nanny state and wanting to be more and more like China with social credit, where autocrats and technocrats at the top decide who a good person is and who a good person isn't, and those who play the game and are part of the outer party and the inner party and all the other Orwellian crap are the ones who prosper. They pick and choose the winners. Well, they had many fans around the world who looked at China as some kind of communist paradise, a socialist utopia that the rest of the world should copy, which, sounds pretty good if you want to be a slave in a sweatshop factory for the rest of your life. Hey, get after it. Me? No, not so much. Well, China decided that they didn't want to take the blame for the Wuhan virus. They wanted to say it was coming from other places, and so they ramped up a huge propaganda campaign domestically to convince the Chinese that coronavirus was started from somewhere else. Like, I don't know, members of the military from the United States going to the international military games that were held in Wuhan right before the outbreak. They started putting out theories that somehow the American military had snuck it in. Once people were traveling back to China after the initial outbreak, cases were starting to pop up, and they were saying, aha, look, there's international people bringing in this virus back into our country that we had conquered. And so China, they're probably...
I just want to say real quick that what he said about Americans bringing it in, that's entirely possible. All right, I'll let it play.
Propaganda ministry switched into high gear, which is always in high gear. I guess it went into a higher gear. And they started saying that foreigners were the problem. These people like building big walls to keep other people out. They have a history of this kind of shit. You know that at one time, the Chinese Navy was the envy of the entire planet during the ancient times, and they had explored most of the globe. They had. And then the Chinese emperor, who was all into exploration and reaching out and learning more, he died. And the next emperor that took over said, no, I think we need to focus on China. He slammed the door on that shit and had their fleet burned. And China became a backwater culturally and economically for a long time after. So China does have a history of telling the rest of the world, you know, hey, go pound sand. We're just going to worry about China. So it's happened before in their history. Well, it looks like China, knowing what they know and knowing what they did, were trying to flip the script and say that it wasn't China's problem, it was the rest of the world's problem. Now, they did something very, very interesting and very unleftist like. They started blaming foreigners, people with dark skin, whether they were Americans or people from the continent of Africa or they were Europeans of African descent, it didn't matter. The Chinese propaganda ministry started telling their people to look out for Africans because they spread disease. Why Africans, you say? Well, they're very easy to identify. Now, somebody like me, I would stand out in China. Somebody like you would probably stand out in China as well. But we're not easily as recognizable from a long distance as a person with dark skin. So, what the Chinese started doing was kicking these people out of their apartments, kicking these people out of their hotel rooms, not allowing them to get on public transportation, not allowing them to take flights, not allowing them to buy food. So, you had families of Africans who were working in China, and there's about 2 or 3 million of these people. And so China made them into a scapegoat. And the Chinese people went right along with it because they're good citizens and they do what the propaganda ministry tells them to do. Well, there were images of African families wandering the street with nowhere to go, carrying their suitcases and meager possessions, not being allowed to purchase food, not being allowed to access any public services of any kind, and basically stuck there as
What do you think? Keep it going or drop it? Hello? Yeah. Ricky went BRB. You can unmute yourself, hippies.
Did my audio stop working?
No, I stopped the video. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop that. All right. How's that, hippies?
Hey, a lot better.
Excellent. Welcome.
Thank you. I can't stay long. I'm getting in my bee suit. I gotta move my bees over to their new little spot.
Didn't I hear something about you have to do that slowly, or else they'll forget where home is?
Yeah, that's where I think Nader. Oh, that's a fucking arm. That's not a foot. Fucking 420. What do you know? Yeah, that's what Nate was saying. These are like brand new, and they're in a little hive. I mean, so it's not really their home. I'm moving them a few feet, but that's why
Yeah.
I'm moving them this late because they're pretty much all right there right now.
Gotcha.
So
Taking advantage of it.
absolutely. But
Yeah, Chase is probably going to be starting here in about 15 minutes anyway.
right on. Yeah, I just want to say, it seems to be more likely than not that usually we see these incidences like what Arwell, Tyler was talking about with the thing in Canada. There's no way I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna believe the official story for shit.
Right.
Just so happened, all the moons and the stars in the universe lined up and created a perfect fucking reason for people to revolt against the machine.
Yeah.
So,
Dude. Yeah, I'd say the rest of this year and the next year are going to be quite the few couple of years here. It's going to top everything.
absolutely. But y'all boys rock. I'm about to get in these bees.
Right on, man.
All right, see y'all around. Peace.
More power to you, brother.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Peace. That was awesome. All right. And Ricky's still BRB. All right. Who we got left now? 5 in there. Right on. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and use up the time left and finish the video then. Guys usually got some pretty good insights, and if you don't know who it is, it's Rebel Prepping for Normal People. That's the channel on YouTube. He's a pretty smart guy. He doesn't like to go deep, like, you know, I like to go deep into subjects. He only goes so far, and yeah, he speaks his mind. Hey, I respect that. He's got a good brain, and he's an engineer, which is always a good skill. So I'm going to throw this up again. Audio. All right, and go.
Strangers in a strange land. How do you think that played with the political left around the world? Well, it still hasn't come to fruition. And I haven't seen what Maxine Waters or Sheila Jackson Lee or Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton think about it. But I saw what some delegates from African nations to China, ambassadors from African nations to China, thought about it, and they were pretty goddamn upset about it. And I don't blame them. Because you see, China had a long-term plan to colonize Africa. I made a video a couple years ago called China Africa. Yeah. And if you're in South Africa, then you understand exactly the Chinese economic policies. They want to turn Africa into China's China. Just like America used China for cheap goods, resources, and shit like that. That's what they want to do to Africa. So there are about 10 million Chinese nationals in Africa that are colonizing the place, setting up businesses. They have their own private police forces for the Chinese citizens in these enclaves in which they live. China, I hate to tell you, but you done fucked up real bad. You see, you touched one of the sacred cows of Western leftism. Some of your biggest fans and supporters that couldn't wait to be communist and welcome in their Sino overlords. You see, they have a problem with racism. They have a problem with xenophobia because political correctness, while it is almost the physical manifestation of the leftist idealism, it's very palpable. It's very real to these people. It's almost a second or a primary religion for most of them. When you start picking on black people just because they're black, now you've got a problem and a huge schism between you and your erstwhile supporters around the world who thought that communism was just the fairest thing that there ever was. You have shattered their idealism. You have let them down. You have hurt their snowflake feelings. So there are probably a lot of people on the left in the United States and everywhere else around the world that are feeling very torn right now. They don't know what to do. This love affair they had with communism, like Bernie Sanders and the pinkos of old, you see, they invented political correctness. They use it as a weapon to cudgel the rest of us with when we participate in anything outside of right think. And by basically ostracizing the blacks inside China, you've definitely hurt your relations with the people in Africa that you were trying to swindle. And you're causing a lot of people to reflect on what it is that you're really all about. Of course, those of us who want to live a life that is the antithesis, the opposite of communism, we get it. But a lot of people on the left didn't. They thought China was just a big, red, fuzzy, snuggly dragon. Turns out that it's not. Turns out the dragon has teeth. So, by them picking on black people openly, publicly, in a concerted effort headed up by the propaganda ministry of their government, they've even shown the leftists around the world who they really are. And that was the time China shit the bed. Interesting times to come. I think China's got a lot of problems. And they're going to do their best to share their wealth of problems with everybody else around the world. That's why we are all in the mess we're in right now. I want to thank you guys for being here. And I want to ask you, what have you done today to stay ready?
And there you go.
Yes.
Get out of the trash.
Stay ready.
Yeah, see, he's in the right direction. He just doesn't go deep. And he's out. Right on.
Sorry, I had to herd cats.
Yeah. See him talking about China at this moment. And then, Kim Jong, whatever, die, or is, gonna die, probably. Most likely. Probably already dead.
Right. They'll be stringing him up like a puppet. So who would be next?
Oh, I don't know. He killed most of his other family.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably a general. Yeah, some unknown will pop up. Yeah, he's not coming back.
One.
What's that?
I was going to see if this is a good one. ID refusal.
What, you read?
Let me see here.
We got about 6 minutes. 5 minutes. Something.
Is that when we're all supposed to go outside and howl? Like wild animals for Nate?
Yep. It'll be midnight midnight central. Time to bark at the moon. Let's see how much Chase is fired up.
Right.
His sister? What? His sister? I don't know what that's referring to.
I don't either, Nate. No, this is a crappy audio. Oh, his sister will take over. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, is she still alive? Yeah, she is, isn't she? All right. Bart Fine says his General Shepherd channel was deleted today.
Oh, wow. Again?
Yeah, Bart said, "Hey Chase, you should interview Bart."
Oh my God. Let me see if I can pull that up.
It's on, yeah, Chase's. I pulled up another tab.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Where in the world is Chase the Patriot?
I wonder how an interview would be with him.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of his videos, and he seems kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
Seems like a good dude, though.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, I didn't catch InfoWars either.
I caught some of it.
Watching you guys and sitting there. I think I went to work drunk. Or at least I had a good buzz on. Let's see. He's got a new setup today, huh? On YouTube?
Who?
I wonder if he's going to StreamYard. Chase.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right, guys. Let's go on over there and see what Chase has got to offer. I'll go ahead and shut this down.
All right, meet you there.
All right, see you over there, guys. Thanks for coming. Sweet dreams.